Hi UF, I'm Michael.
Hi, I'm Valentina.
We're both interns at IFAS Communications. We're going to be taking over the UF Snapchat for BugWeek. Get ready because it's going to be a lot of awesome stuff.
Yay.
Hey, so we're here with Dr. Baldwin from the Entomology and Nematology Department here at UF, and she is going to explain to all of us exactly what BugWeek is all about, so stay tuned.
So Michael, with BugWeek this week, we're going to tell you all about the big money bugs. Bugs that impact your life and how research here at the University of Florida goes to help the people of Florida. So today there's going to be a UF Snapchat takeover of the Entomology and Nematology Department. You're going to visit places like the Insect ID Lab where you can send specimens for identification. So we all love bugs and we love bees in the Entomology and Nematology Department. So join us on our Snapchat takeover as you get to learn all about researchers and innovations in entomology.
We're here at our first stop. We're here at the Miller Lab of Evolutionary Ecology, and with us is Dr. Miller, and she's going to explain to us about bugs.
I'm Dr. Miller, and in my lab we study insect behavior and evolution. And this work is important because the natural world is disappearing at a rapid rate and we need to understand it better. So right now we have a project in our lab that we call the MMA project. We are getting bugs to fight. And the whole reason we're doing that is to understand the evolution of their fighting behaviors and their weapon shape.
My name is Pablo, and I'm a PhD student, and my research is to try to understand how environmental factors and inbreeding affect the expression of these sexually selected weapons.
I study the evolutionary relationships of leaf-footed bugs and the evolution of their hind leg weapon morphology.
I study many odor cues that contribute to female mate choice.
I study how predation affects the evolution of behavior and traits in leaf-footed bugs.
Lizards drop their tails, crabs drop their claws, and bugs drop their legs. And that's what I study here in this lab.
Stop number 2, this is the Nematode Extraction Lab, and we are here with Dr. Crow, who's going to tell us what nematodes are.
So nematodes are a type of worm. They have the most abundant animal life on the planet. We work here with ones that feed on and damage plants. Because these are microscopic and live in soil, we have to get them out of soil to work with them and identify them. So that's what goes on in this building. Okay, so what Anil here, one of our graduate students, is doing is extracting nematodes from soil. This is where we extract nematodes from plant tissue. We have plant tissue in here. Nematodes inside will crawl out. They crawl through this funnel. This mist comes on, and they wash down, and we catch them. Research, we also have a nematode diagnostic service. These are samples that come in. They come in from farmers and people when we extract nematodes and identify them. At the end of our extraction procedure, we end up with nematodes from soil into little vials of water like this. But now you see Ben here, our graduate student, is now looking at these nematodes under the microscope, counting them and identifying them. You see here a live shot on this monitor from the microscope, and you see here several different types of nematodes that came from the sample we extracted. See here, these are what some nematodes do to plants. These are galls or knots caused by root knot nematodes on tomato.
Stop number 3, we're here at the Insect Identification Lab with Mr. Lyle, and he's going to identify some bugs for us.
Well, the first step in dealing with any kind of insect problem is to know exactly what kind of insect you're dealing with, and that's where I come in. There are a lot of resources that I use to identify insects, various books on different insect groups, and also a reference collection of already identified insects. Characters that are shared among the arthropods are an external skeleton, paired jointed legs, and a segmented body. The careers in entomology, folks that are interested in research may work at universities. Others that are interested in pest management may work for the pest control industry. Entomologists pin insects for ease of storage and display, and makes it easy to look at the insect from various angles without touching it. Insects play a lot of different roles in the environment, including pollination, decomposition of organic matter, and control of other insects. One impact that we would see with the loss of mosquitoes would be loss of a major vector in a lot of human diseases such as malaria. Actually a myth. The love bug spread eastward around the Gulf Coast back in the 40s and 50s and made its way into Florida on its own.
Location number 4 is Dr. Lisa Taylor's Spider Ecology Lab, and we're about to find some things out about spiders.
Here in the Taylor Lab, we do toxicity work, and one insect that's highly toxic to jumping spiders is the springtail.
Here at the Butterfly Rainforest here at the Florida Museum of Natural History, and we're about to see the butterflies being released.
Fourth, they're also known as McGuire Center for the Study of Lepidoptera and Biodiversity. There's a pretty big word in there, Lepidoptera. Does anybody here know what that means? Alright, I know what the butterfly away is asking you to talk about.
Alright, so this time we're here at the Urban Entomology Lab, and we're going to learn about gross bugs.
My name is Brittany Campbell, and I'm a PhD student here at the Urban Entomology Lab at UF, and I research bedbugs. Here in the state of Florida, we have 2 different species of bedbugs. We have the common bedbug, and we also have the tropical bedbug. We have an artificial blood feeding system that we use for our bedbugs, and it actually heats up blood to human body temperature. Ready?
Yep.
Last stop of the day, here we are at the petting zoo. This is part of the outreach program here at the Entomology Lab.
This is a Madagascar hissing cockroach. Unlike humans, insects breathe through holes in their exoskeleton. You can see the holes in the exoskeleton here. They're the dark spots right there. The tailless whip scorpion, also known as an amblepigid. These guys are featured in the Harry Potter films. Asian forest scorpion. All true scorpions glow under black light or UV light. Tarantulas have 2 main defense mechanisms. One is to bite with their fangs, and the second is to flick off hairs from their abdomen, which are microscopically barbed.
Thank you so much for following us. That'll be it for us today, but keep following BugWeek on UF5's Facebook and Twitter.